Hello and welcome to this demo video for the YouTube Analytics report. This is a video for version 2. There might be some minor changes after this video, but there was a major change from version 1 to version 2. YouTube changed their entire layout, all the data exports, everything. So although this may look similar, it really is a kind of a new build. So do take a look at this. If you're using the old one, you can't use data from the new data in the old spreadsheet or vice versa. It's just not compatible. So the best thing to do is, if you're close to the end of your 12-month period for this spreadsheet, just finish it off without without YouTube information. And then when you start a new one for the new financial year, then start with a new document. Alternatively, if you're just using YouTube and you're not using the overall social media analysis spreadsheet, then you can actually change the new one, and you can go back and collect 12 months worth of data 1 month at a time. I'll show you how to do that shortly, and then you can just replace this document with the old one. If you are using this with the other social media, the overall social media report, then do the same thing. If you want to, you can go back, replace this document with the other one, and then what you'll need to do is you'll need to get the new social media download, because the data exported from this to the social media spreadsheet has also changed slightly. So you'll get the new one, and then what you can do is you can copy and paste all the data across from the original one to the new social media document, and just replacing the YouTube data with the new data, and that will correct everything. Alternatively, if that sounds like too much hassle and you are close to the end of a year, just let it run out and then start the new year with the new YouTube spreadsheet and the new social media spreadsheet. The overall social media spreadsheet can be found in the newsletter. There's a link for it to download the new version. So I'm going to show you how the new version works. It's actually simpler than the old one. You can just put your company name in here. So I will put in Spreadsheet Solutions. But this doesn't go anywhere other than on the spreadsheet, so you don't have to worry about data protection or anything like that. Start month, just select the start month. So I'm going to select November, because we're now in December. I'm shooting this video beginning of December 2018. So let's select November, and let's put in 2018, because that's it's last month. I can get full set of data. So that's all your setup. What I would suggest doing here is the beginning of the financial year or calendar year, depending on how you want to work it. But this spreadsheet will last for 12 months, and then you can start a blank one. So I would keep a blank version of this for the next financial year. Obviously, come back to the website and check that the versions haven't updated. But if not, use the blank version for the following year as well, and just select the new dates, and it will sort the spreadsheet out according to those dates. So once you put that in, you then got your monthly data paste, your monthly summary, your annual data paste, and your report. Now, there's nothing on the report because we haven't put anything in yet, but your annual data paste is essentially where you paste the data. So because I've selected this November, it's asking me for November 2018's data, and then December 2018 and January 2019, so on and so forth. Your monthly summary is what creates that data for you in order to put into your annual data paste. But your monthly data paste is what you need to import from your YouTube Analytics. Also, what you need to do is you need to put in the month and year. This isn't the starting month like we did at the beginning, but this is that's pertaining to this data here. So what month and what year is this data referring to? So if you go to YouTube, in your if you click on your logo at the top here to go to into your account, and you say your YouTube Studio Beta, this is actually the new version. The old version, I can't remember what it said actually, but it's also YouTube Studio of sorts. But if you go into that, I did try here to go to Creator Studio Classic. I tried to go back to the old version to get the data for the old spreadsheet, but it seemed like all the data was actually missing. So if you do still have the old version, you can still click on that and see if your data is available. Mine wasn't. That's why I had to switch over to the new one. But if you can still continue with the old one and still get your data out as before, then that might be a good plan until the end of the new year. But anyhow, if you can't and you need to use the new one, if you click on Analytics as before, this time it's slightly different. Don't click anything here yet. Just go to the last 28 days and select the month. Now at the moment it'll give, because it's December, it'll give me November and October, but you can do custom and you can select every month before that up to a year. I don't know how much beyond that you can go, but I did up to a year. So you just select 1 month at a time, bringing in the data. But for now, it's easy because we just have to select November because that's the one that we're doing. Then you click anywhere on this graph, on the white section of this graph here, and it'll open up a new graph. Let that load. There we go. It's opened up the new graph. Make sure it's on video by default and watch time in minutes by default. You've already selected November, so it's the 1st or 30th of November. So this information is what you want. So if you click on here, export current views, don't do it in Google Sheets. Do it in comma separated values, which is .csv. And now what it'll do, there you go, it's downloaded the document. So if we open that, it's a compressed file. If we extract all and just say, yes, okay, extract all. I think it's the second one, but we might need to open both and just have a look. Yes, it's the second one. So if you have a look here, you've got video titles, views, watch time in minutes, so on, all the way to video thumbnails, thumbnail impressions. And if you have a look at our spreadsheet, it's the same headings: video code, video title, views, so on and so forth. So just make sure that you've got the same headings. Excuse me, just make sure you've got the same headings. Then you copy all this information. So ignore the heading. Start here. If you push Shift Control and right, it'll go to the end of the data on the right. And if you push Shift Control and down, it'll go down to the end. But now, take your finger off the control, so just Shift and up, because you don't want to include the totals at the bottom. All right. So now you've highlighted all the data you've got here. This is based on the number of videos that you've got, so you may well have a lot more. Right-click, copy. And if we go here, we can go to video code, right-click, paste values. Not normal paste. Normal paste will ruin your spreadsheet because you're pasting the formatting from the other spreadsheet. Paste values. And there you go. Your data's in here. Now, I put in 120 rows odd. You can only go up to 2,500 rows. So if you've got more than 2,500 videos, it's not going to work on here. But if you do, and you're that keen on your data in your analytics, get hold of us and we'll make you a bespoke version. Your month, you select your month. So this was November. You select that was this data here is for November, and the year was 2018. So the month used November 2018. So now what you do is you go to your monthly summary. It's all under the 1st of November. That's fine. This isn't an accurate view, so please don't think you had a whole lot of views on the 1st and nothing. This is just for the other spreadsheet, and everything's taken by month. It doesn't break down per day. So don't worry about that. If you copy that and you go to your annual data paste and you go to November and you paste values, remember, not normal, paste values. Then what that does is it goes to November and you can start here for December. Not up here because you want to start below the line because this is obviously in case they're 31 days. All right, so once you've pasted that information in there, that's job done. You can go back to your monthly data paste. You can do that same thing again, Shift Control right, Shift Control down, right click, clear contents. Don't delete anything, just clear contents. And then you can come up to the top here and you can remove that. And that is now ready for the next month. So if you do want to do 12 months, you can now go back to your YouTube analytics. You can go back here and you can go to November. You can go to October. If you want September, you can just go to custom. And you can change the dates at the top there for 1st of September to the end of September. So that is how you get the information in. Once it's been pasted across to here, you've got it. You can come and clear it from here and do the next month and then just paste the next month below that. This is in fact the data that would go across, copy and paste values across to your overall social media spreadsheet if you're using it. And once you've got the data in here, and you click on the reports, you'll see the reports will now start to jump into life. And you've got all your values, and you've got the subs one and last, you've got your total values, minutes watched, video views, all the rest, so on and so forth. You've got your clicked video thumbnails impressions compared to how many of those were actually clicked. So you've got the thumbnail impressions versus the ones that were clicked on, and you've got your YouTube report here, which is basically your time views, and your average duration in minutes will be a line graph. So once you've got more than 1 month, you'll see your line graph over that. So you've got your reports. This will automatically update as you enter data. This is your page where you'll store the data on the spreadsheet and be able to transfer it across to the other one. This is merely calculating what you've put into that. It'll go blank when you remove the data. This is the data you put in each month. Make sure you've selected the right month to correlate with the data that's in here, so that it gives you the correct date on your export data. And obviously, to start off with, make sure you've got the right dates in there and your name. I hope that that's helpful. Yeah, if you get stuck or if you find any issues, please let us know. But otherwise, we wish you all the best with your YouTube analytics. Thank you. Goodbye.